Talkin' Sex Live is recorded in front of a live audience. This show is for mature listeners only. Hello, you're Talkin' Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I'm Diane.
And I am Chet, and we are unlicensed sex therapists, Chet and Diane. We are streaming live right now to Twitch and recording for YouTube and also for podcasts. So we are not a couple that has had any type of formal training. We're just a couple who's had a whole lot of sex, and we want to share our knowledge with the world and answer calls from callers and just talk about sex and relationships. As always, we are joined by our wonderful producer, Wells. How are you doing tonight, Wells?
I'm very well, thank you. How is
Awesome.
everyone?
Great. Yeah. So we haven't chatted in the last 2 weeks. What have you been up to, Wells?
Striking out a lot with the ladies.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's right. You had like a date that you had set up, and then you talked about that in the last show. What happened with that? Any follow up?
As far as I can tell, she pretended to have a family emergency, which has kind of been a motif lately
Got it.
in my dating life. But I did briefly date another young woman.
Wow. Hopefully not. How when you say young, how old?
I believe late 20s. She actually has a daughter, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Are you
Yeah.
okay with that? Dating someone who has a child?
Well, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it was kind of a
okay.
blip. Yeah, in
Well,
the road there. So, but I would be
Go ahead.
okay with it if it were the right person.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking about a couple who's just had a child, we want to welcome back to the show Heath and Gretchen from Heathen Down Under. How you guys doing?
Hey, g'day.
Hey,
Very well.
guys.
We're good, thanks.
Good to see you, Chet and Diane.
What's going
Always
on?
great to talk.
Very nice. So it is, I guess, it's Easter over there right now. It's like 3 days ahead,
It
something
is.
like The Lord has
Officially,
risen.
happy
Yeah.
Easter.
Yes, I can
Winding
imagine
down.
with Heathen Down Under, heathens don't really care too much about Easter. I don't know. No, maybe.
No, we're
No.
making meat. We're preparing we have a pork dish in the oven at the moment.
There you go.
We'll probably
Very
eat
nice.
Tacos later.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
you guys just had a baby, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Baby Jackie.
Baby
Little man's
Jackie.
2 months old now, yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't been listening to Heathen Down Under, I highly encourage you to do that. They do episodes every week, unlike us, we do every other week. And so they chat about their whole new parenthood experience. But I also, since we are a sex-based health and relationship, sexual health talk show podcast, we want to talk about something that is not really talked about a whole lot, and that is postpartum sex. How is your sex life now that you've had a baby? I mean, there's a lot of things in play. You know, you're caring for a new life. Also, your body is healing from pushing out an 8-pound, 9-pound human out of your vagina, and so I can imagine that the whole vaginal sex is off the books for what? What does the doctor say? 6 weeks for that?
Yeah, that was
That's the
Yeah.
recommendation.
That's the recommendation, but
That's the
but you guys didn't care about that?
Didn't quite make it. We took the advice on board, and
yeah, well, we nearly made the 6 weeks.
it was close.
Yeah.
Got it.
There
Well,
was-
it's not like we were trying to, but yeah.
It's about what feels comfortable, right? If you guys, if it
At
doesn't,
the end of the day, yeah.
If it hurts, if there's pain involved, don't do it. I mean, so
That's pretty much the perfect advice there. Chet.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get too personal here, but I mean, did you have an episiotomy? Did you have to heal from that, or was it a C-section, or
No, I just had a natural birth.
Just a
and
natural-
it was a 6-pound baby.
okay? That's not huge. I mean, it probably seemed humongous for you.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it felt like 36 watermelons, just
Wow.
welded
Yeah.
together. But
Mm.
yeah, and so there was a bit of a rip. I kind of like, oof, sort of like a scratch, like
Yeah,
scrape your knee kind of on the inside of my vagina, which as you can imagine, it's not comfortable. I don't know if Diane has ever experienced that from other means, you fall down oddly or
I've
get
had
a
a scraped knee before.
perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scraped knee on your vagina,
really,
though.
super kinky people, I think, also might know where I'm coming from, but
Yeah, we've had sex
Kegel
injuries.
injury.
Kegel injury, but no tear down there. Did it have to get stitched up, or
good.
did it just heal naturally?
It just healed naturally. Yeah. I think they
good.
put like 2 stitches in, but like I was so whacked out from birthing, I'm like, whatever it takes. And then like a couple weeks later, my vagina just miraculously it was
Heal
amazing.
itself. The power of our body is quite amazing.
Back and in charge. I mean, and the whole, I think oral sex at any time around that, like everything was normal except for drunk sex.
Oh,
like not having drunk sex kind of sucked because the breastfeeding thing. I'm
Unless you pump and dump. Do you pump and dump?
Yeah. I tried, but I'm shit at it. I was so trying to take one for the team. Okay. So I had like 1 glass of wine after I pumped for like 3 days, and I'm like, it's not fucking worth it.
Yeah, because that's like gold. I mean, breast milk's like gold. So
it's the truth.
Yeah.
It is this magic elixir. Yeah. That's right.
So,
but besides minus drunk sex, I had to wait for the vag for a few weeks, but it was kind of business as usual. I'm not gonna lie,
So 3 weeks
you
is that?
Right?
Yeah, that's it. Like we talked about this before the show, but I actually had I had a hernia surgery.
Oh, yes.
And that was probably, we had more sex during that time than we've had in the last month or so. Because Diane was, I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to lay down, and Diane just had her way with me. So
yeah, we both were home all day.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the situation.
So, I mean, but how, with the new human being in your house that needs all your attention except for when the child's sleeping, how do you guys, have you been able to connect romantically? Is it more of like, are both of your minds like, we have to help this person out, or you guys, we're doing this together, so it's bringing us closer together? Is that what's the mindset with that?
Well, probably both of it, I guess. As a family unit, we couldn't be really more in love with each other. It's just taking advantage of the time and freedom that you now have.
Yeah.
We've been together 24 hours a day since we met, so we're not really also shuffling and then you have to go to work, and then you have to go to daycare and pick up the baby and all these other things that people might have to shuffle. You know what I mean? We're together all the time. So you can make the most of the moments that you have. That's kind of how we addressed it. And if anyone's looking for advice, because it is hard and tricky and you don't know what it's going to be like when you come out the other side. And the couple weeks for a drag, I'm making jokes, but it was a bummer. Not being able, when you go from having sex every day to taking a couple weeks off, it's like celibacy, I'm like, is my hymen going to grow back? My vagina is like, it was crazy. And my vagina, truth be told, was like, I was like 18 at a party. Seriously. I was expecting my vagina to loosen up, but that's not what happened.
It got really tight.
I don't know if that's like, my vagina stays tight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
So even after having a 6-year-old,
so it's like a broken bone. It just comes back stronger, right?
Yeah, that's 6-year-old. Thank
Both
God.
be careful for her sake and my sake.
Yeah, you're just. So again, sorry if I'm too personal here, but Heath, is her Kegel muscle stronger? Do you feel? Is it like a clamp?
I don't know if it's those muscles.
My Kegel muscles or her?
No. I think it's
stronger than ever.
I think it's Gretchen's Kegel muscles there.
They were all quite pleased with Gretchen's.
Yeah. Okay. So
with her pelvic floor muscles and how she actually went with the birth itself. All the nurses and everything, they were commenting on her ability just to snap back and get up and walk around pretty much straight afterwards.
Very nice.
Not
So
really.
I heard that after when someone gives birth, that afterwards, like their pelvic floor and their Kegel muscles are much stronger and so that those muscles they're able to actually clamp around your penis when you're having sex. Is that true, or have you experienced that, or
No,
is
she
it
could always
stronger?
kind of do that. So
Yeah, I'm really
okay,
good
so
at
it's-
clamping my muscles.
yeah.
Nothing new there. Wells, you look a little shocked.
It's definitely more intense. I can
Yeah.
No,
tell
I'm
you
just
that.
taking all this information in, having just slept with someone who's a mother, and it was my second time doing that. So
Did you
How
notice
was
that the
it?
muscles
How'd you
are
find
stronger?
it?
Well, in one case they were very tight, and it was clear that the muscles had come back stronger, and in one case it was the opposite.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. What's you said you had some stats about, or some statistics about postpartum sex?
Well, it's just interesting because every woman has a different reaction to it. It says here 89% of women resumed normal activity within 6 months. Usually the sex drive comes back
6 months? All right,
within months.
Yeah.
Which means 11% of women are still having a hard time getting their libido back, or maybe are still undergoing some sort of physical trauma that's preventing that. For most women, it seems to be somewhere between 1 and 3 months the sex drive tends to come back. Some women get more aroused. The breastfeeding, the hormonal changes that can happen around breastfeeding can change that. And for some women, and it's totally normal for it to take much longer than 3 months for the libido to come back. So it's just, it totally varies.
Gretchen, did you find that the breastfeeding it makes you more aroused, or is it something that's more of a task or a chore than anything else?
It's a bit of a chore. It takes a lot of time away from just straight going at it. So I don't think that was necessarily an erotic thing, but I don't know. I think when I came back pretty regular, I think that my thing was I really didn't like being pregnant. Do you know what I mean? So I was just and you heard, if you listen to the pod, I'm constantly like, I can't wait to have a postpartum party. I had one. Like I can't,
nice.
I'm really happy not being pregnant.
Yeah. Did you drink during that time?
Yeah. So I think that kept me at a certain level. Do you know what I'm saying? And it would have helped with our relationship, to be honest, because I didn't, I wasn't dreary in a way that would make me.
Yeah. Because I hear a lot of times, like your hormones can make you become depressed and whatnot after having a child, and postpartum depression is a real thing. And so I'm glad that you're conquering that, so that it's not affecting you. That's really great. But was Jackie? Did he latch right away, or did it take some time to figure that out?
Yes.
No, there was no problem there.
No, we're not talking about you, Heath. We're talking about Jackie. Yeah. Jokes.
No, he literally he was honestly out of my vagina for under a minute and latched. Like as soon as he was on my chest, he was on it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
that's great.
Yeah. And again, not having kids or really planning it or thinking about it, I didn't realize that was such a big major deal.
Some people cannot get babies.
So I don't take it for granted.
Some people can't get them to latch. It's like a huge thing. It's like they have to have like lactation coaches and stuff that will go to the. I don't know if they have those in Australia, but I know here in the US.
Lactation consultants.
They actually teach people how to breastfeed. Yeah. Interesting. So they don't have epidurals in Australia. They just give you nitrous.
They do.
Oh, they do. What did you have nitrous?
In certain parts of the body.
So, because I know during your show you talked a lot about getting the nitrous, and you were really excited about that.
Oh, yeah, that was the best part about giving birth. Yeah. So the nitrous was where it was at, and I thought that I could just ride the nitrous through the whole procedure, and then give me an epidural, I'd be out the door. But the catch with the epidural that Heath was saying was that they did a great job on my stomach, but not so much my hips or like the area where I was birthing.
Oh, that's no good.
So definitely felt that. I mean, that that's certainly there was yelling. And I was that person too. And I said, after I delivered the baby, I looked at like the 3 doctors and the chicks, and I was like, and the other people in there, and apologized to them. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I was that girl. I'm like, I can't believe that I was her, like screaming and like The Exorcist, like, yeah.
Wow. I'm sure really it's like was really tame compared to everybody else. How long was the labor? You said this during your show. It was like 36 hours?
36 hours.
36 hours and 2 hours of hard labor.
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, the other 30, like the 36 that included the nitrous and everything else were kind of pleasant, but the last 2 were a bitch. Yeah.
And when people talk about this, is that you don't eat anything during this time, and you don't sleep either, right? And you're just eating ice chips for drinking water. Is that correct in Australia as well?
No, man, I had like, not really. I was eating trail mix at one point, and water and stuff. I was kind of like,
Because here in the U.S., in case you have to go to surgery, they don't want you eating anything because you're not supposed to eat, because it with the anesthesia it mixes with it or something. So people don't eat. It's really crazy.
No, they don't so much worry about that. That's
they're just like put a steak down and a blooming onion right in front of you, like, eat all this there, darling.
If that pregnant lady wanted to, mate, they would let her.
Yeah, very nice. It's like, give me my goddamn blooming onion.
Oh God, yeah. That's where the epidural comes back in, and they only numb the stomach region for that purpose.
Oh wow!
They have to intervene or something.
Got it. Well, I love chatting about all of this. You guys are great. Of course, we're gonna keep you on the show. You're not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna help us answer questions from from our callers. But first, before we take any callers, we have a very special guest that we're actually going to bring on to set here with Diane and I. And so I have to go to the green room to go pull this person out. So I'll just leave Wells to chat with Heath and Gretchen while I go grab this guy. I will be right back.
Really
cool.
Don't be shy. You guys can talk. It's okay.
Oh, well.
What's up, Wells?
Hey, what's going on, Wells?
It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Hey, y'all. According to my research here, 5.9% of Australian women do eat a bloomin' onion during labor.
During labor?
Yeah.
You are quick.
Whoa.
You are very quick. Credit. That is
during the labor process.
I'm surprised it's not more than that. I thought it'd be 7 or 8 at least.
Blooming onion, they're the deep fried ones, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
You know, I actually used to work at Outback Steakhouse and did make cheese fries. I made Outback cheese fries last week. That's a true story.
Yeah.
So you were back of house?
Sorry?
You worked in the kitchen?
No, I worked in a restaurant at Outback in New York, actually. It was like White Plains, New York. I used to work at the restaurant before I moved to Australia many moons ago.
So and you just get the waitresses to do that shit.
Have the waitresses make it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like...
We're like slaves.
It looks like our special guest is here.
We are back here. Hello.
Oh
my. Come on out. Don't be shy, Prostate Pete.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Prostate Pete here. I'm a giant prostate, as you can see, about the size of a grapefruit for those, or I guess more
You're
of a...
You look like a cantaloupe
more of a cantaloupe size here for those people who are on podcast and you can't exactly see what's going on. If you want to switch over to our Twitch page at Throwdown Comedy or our YouTube page at Throwdown Comedy, you'll be able to see my magnificent body here. As you can see, I'm a giant prostate. Don't exactly take care of myself. I'm a little overgrown. See, most prostates are about the size of a walnut. And if you go to, a man who's about 40 to 50 years old, it can be anywhere from like walnut size to like a lemon size. But, BPH sets in, and then you get to, be about the size of like a lemon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, once you get up to that, but walnut or apricot, I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk right now. I don't take care of myself very much. As you can see,
No.
I like to eat.
What are these things coming out? Are these your... Oh, I touched. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's okay. This is my urethra. You see, I attach to a bladder, and then the urethra goes to the penis. And my main function actually is to it actually provides some fluid to semen. So if I wasn't around, then it would actually be just a bunch of spaghetti sperm coming out of your penis. Just a bunch of mashed up sperm in some thick liquid that wouldn't really propel out of a penis. It would just kind of dribble out and ooze. So I actually provide the liquid, the fluid that makes it shoot out.
Oh.
That's my main function. If it wasn't for me, the whole human race would come to a screeching halt because I help out with getting that semen up in the vaginal canal and start fertilizing eggs. Oh, hey, we got some people here from, what is that? Heathen Down Under down there? Mm-hmm. See, you guys had a baby, is that correct?
We do.
We did.
Certainly.
Yeah, thanks.
That's great.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be having that little child there. You wouldn't.
I was just
We
thinking that myself,
appreciate you
man.
immensely.
I
Well,
appreciate
very
all
nice.
your hard work that you do.
Yeah, hey, what's is that some drink there? What's that drink? I need some more
Moscow?
alcohol. Is that mezcal? I'm gonna sip on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is. Oh, you can pull it up. You gonna drink it? Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is some good stuff.
That's
Really
not very
unhealthy
good for you. That's gonna
prostate.
increase
is not.
inflammation.
That is correct. It actually makes me more prone to cancer, and
Oh, that's not
cancer
good.
is very bad for a prostate. You see, it's the second leading
Oh.
cancer in men.
Is that why you're so big?
That maybe I don't know. I haven't the owner of me, the body that I am located in, actually doesn't go see the doctor regularly. So I don't know. I could have some tumors inside of me. Who was that? Was that guy? Which is that? Wells? Is that you? That's what the
Yeah,
name
that's-
says. Oh, hello, Wells. Do you are you a fan of prostates?
I love prostates.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a prostate massage?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. People have massaged my prostate.
Yeah. Very
course.
nice. So
Feels great.
it's nothing to be ashamed about if you are a heterosexual male. It is, it's another type of sensation. It feels, it can feel good. There's a lot of nerve endings in me that connect right directly to the penis. If it wasn't for me, you would not get your erection. Yeah. Well, you look-
P-spot.
It's a P spot. Some people like to call it that the prostate.
hey.
The P spot.
Claim that shit, Peter.
The male G spot. So Diane here looks very nice. You're very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I gotta admit that Diane, Wells he's not good enough for you. You should leave.
Wells?
Sorry, not Wells. Who are you with?
Chet?
Chet. Oh, Chet. I locked him in the green room. I'm sorry. I locked the door behind. That's not why he's not out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go get him afterwards, though. It's all right. I'm just doing my thing here. So, but anyways, go ahead.
A lot of people don't know that Korean barbecue is actually really bad for you, Mr. Prostate.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Char-
processed food, charred food.
Charred meat is very bad, and it's
Ooh.
also very important that your owner ejaculates a lot because that reduces the
Oh.
risk of cancer by 2/3.
That is
wow.
correct. So also,
I love your fun facts, Wells.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
thank
so
you.
good. See,
What I'm
I,
here
So much
for.
important information.
Oh.
I really don't give two fucks about being unhealthy. I like being the size that I am. Hey, Diane, give me that cigar there.
Do
Can you
you
give me
want
that
to live
cigar?
forever, Petey?
What was that?
Do you want to live forever?
I
I guess.
I want to love life, man. I want to do what I want. I want to do it now. That's right.
Yeah. Moderation is key there, big buddy.
What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Hey, give me those Cheetos over there. Give me those Cheetos, Diane. I want to eat
These
some.
are really old.
No, it's all right. I want to eat those Cheetos. Hey, oh yeah, look at that Cheeto. Oh.
So does anyone know what is actually good for your prostate other than
Probably
what
not
is it,
this.
ejaculation?
I know. It's good leafy greens with phytonutrients.
Oh.
Nom, 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 nom. And anything that has some what is those anti things?
Antioxidants?
Antioxidants. That is correct.
Green
Turmeric?
tea, green tea and soy are good for you, Petey.
Oh, that's right.
Getting regular exercise, not smoking or drinking or doing it less, increasing your vitamin D.
Oh yeah,
Those are all.
Mm.
They're
That's
all
a good one.
things. We don't really struggle with that here in Los Angeles or
that's the
Australia,
sun.
getting enough vitamin D.
That's a sun. But also, getting regular, work jerking it. Jerking it.
What's that motion you're doing there?
I'm trying to. I don't have a penis, but I'm related to a penis. He lives down the block. Goes right down up, and yep, there you are. There's your penis.
It's like the penis's weird cousin.
Penis would be nothing without me, my friend. Nothing. That's right. You don't have me. You don't got no boner. Do you want a boner?
No,
I'm
that's
sure.
fair call.
Okay.
Fair call, Petey.
We're cool. All right. Well, I guess the whole being healthy is a good idea. It is. It's something that I might want to try out. I do like being large and in charge. Look at me. I wouldn't be out here right now if I wasn't so unhealthy. Am I right?
Yeah, you are pretty big.
Oh, you're very pretty there,
Oh,
Diane.
the eyes up here,
Oh,
Petey.
sorry about that. Oh, you actually called me by my full name. I think she likes me. I think she likes me. Well, I guess I'll go get your husband, Chet, out of the green room, and I'll be, until next time, everybody. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good time. Oh, bye, Heath and Gretchen, and also Wells. Goodbye.
Matty. Wells.
Yes.
The whole prostate examination thing, at what age is that supposed to be conducted? Like,
I think 40 you'd want to.
alright, cool.
Yeah.
I still got like 9 years for that shit.
Yeah. I've actually had a prostate exam before, though. Have you?
No, I've never had the necessary need to.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a bad idea.
So,
They're a little.
wait.
they're a
I
little
heard there
unpleasant.
was a little bit of I got locked in the green room. I have no idea. I didn't even get to meet Pete. I heard something about a prostate exam, and that's about it. And I read that prostate exams, you got to start taking them when you are. It depends on your risk level. You can start at 40 if you fall into a certain risk. So a risk for meaning that your brother or your father actually has prostate cancer, then you should probably start getting prostate exams at 40. Also, if you are in a high risk group, and it's weird, it's two ethnicities. It's Scandinavian and then African American are at a higher risk for prostate cancer than any other type of ethnicity, which is very interesting. But so it is highly recommended to start at 40 for a prostate exam if you're one of those ethnicities. Everybody else, anywhere from 50 to 55 is a good time for prostate exams. So sorry I missed all of that commotion. I heard it was from the green room that it was fun, but Pete decided to lock me in there. Wells, do we have any callers coming in right now?
We do. Before we do that,
Okay, something else.
interestingly enough, Scandinavians also have a higher risk of Peyronie's disease, much higher risk,
Which is
actually.
a crooked penis. Any kind of curve in a penis of more than 45 degrees, I think, is classified as Peyronie's.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
usually-
most males have a little bit of curvature going one side to the other, but if it starts to get more than 45 degrees, which is half of a right angle, then that would be classified as Peyronie's disease. And then there's also surgeries for that. But I hear when the surgery, they actually take out
part of the penis, so your penis is smaller. If anybody does have a curved penis, and you're with a partner, don't be concerned. Try and find a sex position where you can utilize that curvature to hit the female's G-spot, the urethral sponge area of the vagina, to help pleasure her while you're having sex, penetrative sex. So that's just a little sex tip from Chet and Diane. But Wells, any calls coming in, or is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
A man who identifies as Johnson Magic.
Ooh,
he wants to bring the magic back into the bedroom.
Oh, okay. Hello, you're talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I am Chet.
I'm Diane.
And is this Johnson Magic?
Ladies and germs, ladies and gentlemen, Team Salad Beans, long-time caller, first-time listener, big fan.
Okay. Hello, long-time caller, first-time listener.
Long-time call. Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
that. Hello. So your name is Mr. Johnson Magic, or Mr. Magic, or are you some type of magician, or?
Kickly now, I must say, verily therein lies the truth.
Okay. So was that a yes? You are a magician?
Absolutely. And may I break the ice with a quick taste of my act?
Okay,
knock,
sure.
knock.
Who is there?
Spell.
Spell who?
Spell?
Spell, yeah.
Oh, spell.
WHO.
Oh, spell who?
Who?
WH, spell who?
Exactly, ladies and germs.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you.
A play in words there. I don't know how that's a magic trick.
I guess it's I don't know.
Huh.
It's all part of the act.
Got it.
Huh. So do you have a question for us?
Yeah.
Or
Do you have something going on that you need some help with, some sex advice there, or some relationship advice?
Well, the magic seems to be missing from my love life.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you married, or is it
elaborate?
just are you single, or what's going on?
I am happily married for 20 years.
Wow.
She is unhappily married for 20 years.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay. But you're a magician, and now you want to find some magic inside of the bedroom. Is that correct?
Absolutely. It has vanished. It has performed a great disappearing act, if you will.
Okay. Do you have any kids, or are you just a married couple with no children?
No children. I am a full-time substitute teacher.
Oh wow. Okay.
So teaching the minds of America's youth is all the fathering I need.
Got
And
it.
she will not have my children.
Okay. I mean, was there a time when you guys did have sex, or was it just for 20 years you guys got married and then no sex at all?
We have certainly tried.
Mm-hmm.
The way I first approached her was I pointed at her, I pulled on her bra strap, and I said, "Is that a magic bra?" She said, "What's a magic bra?" And I said, "An abracadabra."
Ah.
Oh.
So it sounds like instead of magic tricks, you just have really bad jokes. Is that good? Do you actually have any magic tricks that you do, or is this?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have been using them in the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
I often like to take Trojans, and I will use them to make balloon animals.
Okay, so condoms.
I find that can be quite erotic.
Okay, I don't really. That's not really a magic trick though. If you just make balloon animals out of condoms, I mean, do you make anything like disappear, or do you like have her pick a card and? Then
Well, I can pull scarves and rabbits out of my wife.
Oh wow! Oh, hopefully that's consensual. I don't know. Is that consensual?
Not for the rabbit.
Not for the rabbit. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, the old Richard Gere type of stereotype that never happened. The rumor, but anyways, so I don't know if you know this, Mr. Magic, but we have our friends from Australia. Heath and Gretchen, who have a podcast called Heathen Down Under, are joining us and helping us answer questions. They're actually also married along with us. What are some tips that you would give to Mr. Magic to help spark a new life in his relationship?
Maybe learn some new tricks in addition to your balloon animals, perhaps. So, I don't know. Maybe you could incorporate some erotic toys. Maybe.
I'm stuck on a rabbit bit.
Yeah.
No, do more flower bits. Less animals.
Oh, so you pull flowers. I wouldn't recommend an orifice of pulling something out of an orifice. Unless it's your orifice. Like,
disappearing sex toys and stuff
Oh,
like
that's
that,
great.
Oh, yeah.
Edible underwears that disappear. But,
that's a good trick, yeah.
I've made a few anal toys disappear that didn't have a flange at the end. That's a little more difficult.
More tricky.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. I wouldn't suggest doing that. If you're using any anal toys, make sure that there's a flange base so it doesn't get stuck in there. Sometimes you have to go to a doctor to get it removed. I have a trick for another show, but anyways,
Chet, you have a trick. Are you a magician?
No, I don't. Well, trick to get out anal plugs that don't have flange bases, but that again, we'll chat about that at another time. We're focusing on you right now, my friend. So what, does she enjoy your magic tricks, or is she just so burnt out on them that she wants to try something else?
I would assume, who doesn't enjoy magic?
Well, I mean, some people think it's cheesy. I don't know. No?
It's my life. It's my life pursuit. I got into magic. For the women, and
you impress some women.
I absolutely, and I would just like to bring that magic back into the bedroom.
Okay. But I mean, does she actually enjoy your magic though? Is what I'm trying to ask. Because usually with sex, you want to be in tune with what your partner wants. So you want to do what will make her or him happy, and that's about just having an open conversation or just experiment in trial and error, and then having a conversation both during and after to figure out what she likes so that you can do it again, you can heighten it and make her feel better in the future. So, I mean, does she enjoy your magic, or did she enjoy it at one time and now it's just kind of getting old, or what's the deal?
It's hard to say. She did recently refer to my routine in the bedroom as nothing but smoke and mirrors.
Oh, well, I mean, that's mostly magic. It's not real. Like, you're not like Harry Potter just pulling out a wand and making things happen. It's all illusions and tricks, basically. So, I mean, is it because she's actually figuring out your magic tricks, or do you develop new material at all, or?
Chet, I fear she tires.
Got it. So you mentioned a couple things, but they've just been jokes. What are some real magic tricks that you've done that she kind of liked but didn't really? Is there anything out there like that?
I have tried to play make the magic wand disappear. If you catch my drift. I normally work children's parties.
Got it.
So I have a tough time speaking so vulgarly.
Got it. So did you put it in yourself, or did you put it in her, or hopefully consensually again?
The magic wand is how I refer to my Magic
your penis.
Johnson.
Your penis, yes. So okay. And so I figured if you say that enough to her while you're about to penetrate her, I think she might, after 20 years, she might get a little tired or bored of that joke. Do you do
She
card
often
tricks?
says, kickly now. Hurry up.
When you say kickily, are you kicking her, or are you saying quickly, really quick? Is that what you're saying?
I fear she's using my own words against me.
Oh, got
Okay,
it.
so she's
Again,
mocking you.
from my ass.
Oh, she's
Okay.
saying kickily, like quickly,
Hurry it up.
orgasm or
Yes.
hurry it up.
Get off me already.
Yeah, so
Yes,
just
yes.
just come and get off me. I mean, do you make her orgasm? Have you made her actually have an orgasm there, Mr. Johnson? Mr. Magic?
Well, you two are the sex experts, so I'm sure you must know that one of life's great mysteries and illusions is the female orgasm.
No,
So, no.
not at all. Female orgasms are very real.
Yes.
They're very intense. They're also very different from a male orgasm.
A lot more work.
They can be prolonged. They can have several. Some women can have up to 30 or 40 in a row. It is real. But I mean, you got to think of it as something different. For a male, when you orgasm, you climax and you ejaculate. For a woman, it's not so much you climax and you ejaculate. Some women are quote unquote squirters, and they can female ejaculate. Not everybody does that, and it's more of just there's chemical synopsis, there's reactions that happen in your brain, and you peak, and then it goes back down, and it goes back up again, and it can go over and over again. It's just how well your lover, your partner treats when you're in bed, if you can make them actually get to that point. It's all about endorphins and hormones that are peaking. So hopefully, have you ever heard her like moan or, grab the sheets or grab your hair or scratch your back or anything like that?
Moans absolutely accompanied with groans.
Oh, groans. So groans from bad jokes or just, hopefully she's not in pain.
It's what I would assume is pleasure.
Okay.
But
so, well, Mr. Magic, have you done? Go ahead.
Have you tried a sex toy in, like a vibrator?
I have not. I would be very interested in further explanation.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get a vibrator and put that on her clit while you enter her, and you both can come that way. So,
believe it or not, females, there's the statistics on this are all over the place, but I've heard anywhere from a third to 40% of women can, or up to 60% of women can ejaculate from, or orgasm from penetration alone. So again, the statistics are widely all over. From all the women that I've been with, it seems it's about half of the women can only orgasm from penetration alone. It's all about how your clitoris is positioned on your vulva there, how far it is away from the vaginal opening. And so if you're just putting your penis in her and hoping that she can climax, chances are that she is a woman who can only ejaculate or orgasm from actually, clitoral stimulation as opposed to penetrative stimulation. So you actually have to go and stimulate her clit with your tongue or your fingers or
a sex toy
like a vibrator. And there's no shame in that. You can go from behind and she can put a vibrator on her clit while you penetrate her, and she can orgasm and you can orgasm at the same time. It's actually quite amazing. Or you can 69, or you can give her you can do oral and she can orgasm from that. Women are like snowflakes. Vaginas are every single one is different from any others. They're not all the same. You just have to figure out what your partner is like and what they like and go from there. So have you done oral to her at all?
I have not, but I think you've given me a lot to work with.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to incorporate these vibrators into my act as well.
Got it. Yeah. Well, you can do, I don't know if you have any of those card tricks where you're like pick a card, any card, and they pick it, and then you put it back in the deck, and then you're just like, open up this drawer, and then is that your card? And they pull it out, that sort of thing. You can do that with a sex toy, or you can do that with a card, and then it's attached to a vibrator, and then you guys can go ahead and go that route. So I'm assuming that you understand how to do that, because magicians kind of learn that stuff from other magicians, and I know that magicians don't always reveal their secrets. But do you know how to do that sort of trick?
Working on it. I did buy a pack of the cards with the naked ladies on
Got
them,
it.
and
So
I thought maybe that might be something sexual to incorporate into the bedroom as well.
That would make you all of a sudden have some ideas there. Wells is our producer. Wells, do you have any type of advice for statistics for this man here, Mr. Magic or Johnson Magic?
About using magic in the bedroom?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any type of magic acts that also are like burlesque shows or?
Well, it was kind of I don't know if parody would be the right word, but there was a South Park episode that had to do with cock magic. And so it could be fun if he had a magic show that was centered around his penis. And then, of course, it ended with him hiding his pickle, sort of a disappearing act that he could maybe sneak it in there. She wouldn't see it coming.
Well, that seems very rapey.
but it would be understood ahead of time.
Okay, so it would be very consensual. Got it. Yeah.
He would be like, I'm giving you this show.
Oh.
Okay, as long as it's consensual. It did sound rapey.
All of a sudden.
He's not taking a woman into the restroom at Denny's.
Yeah, and then just snapping his fingers and his penis is in her vagina.
His consenting partner.
Got it. So she is into it, and then all of a sudden, your penis is in her vagina, and she enjoys it.
Right, that's hot. It's like if your partner woke you up with sex.
Oh yeah, I've done that lots of times. It's really hot.
You wake me up.
Oh no, you wake me up with
Yes.
sex. Yeah, I just all of a sudden, and then you claim that I was awake, and I'm like,
you were awake.
No. I was sleeping, and then I woke up, and all of a sudden you're riding me.
You were talking to me before.
Oh, I think I was talking to my sleep.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my suggestion before you accused me of rape culture.
It just seems how you said it.
You said it did.
A little much. But Mr. Magic, does that give you an idea of what to try there?
Absolutely. You guys have given me plenty to work with and to add to my bag of tricks. I would like to make one last plug. If anyone would like to catch my act, I will be appearing next weekend at Little Thomas Radcliffe's 7th birthday party. The theme is dinosaurs. If you come, dress accordingly.
Got it. Okay. Thank you for that. I wish you all the luck, Mr. Magic, and with your relationship with your wife. Just make sure to make her happy, and you will be happy. Please her. Have a good night and stay sex positive and safe, sane, and consensual, my friend.
Keen Salabim!
Keen Salabim. Don't know what that means, but okay. So, I don't know. Heath and Gretchen, do you guys play tricks in the bedroom with each other? Just like have fun? I mean, you got to keep it live. You got to keep things different. Yeah, what kind of things do you guys do?
Different positions. Get food involved.
Fruit?
Attacks,
Did you say
shopping
fruit?
places.
Yeah.
Food.
Food involved. You do some food play. That's always fun. Yeah. Is there anything that's like Australian specific? I don't know if they have things down there that we don't, that you found are as interesting, Gretchen, since you had some time in New York.
I mean, it's, I've said in the last, it's hard to compare New York to anywhere, right? Because it's a very special place, what you see there. So there wasn't really anything I hadn't seen by the time I got to Australia.
Got it.
from New York, I don't think there's like a token Aussie move or anything. Like it's not like they 69 more than most people, or more in an ass play, or
They do raw dog more than most people.
That's correct.
The STD rates are off the roof, or off the charts there, right? The STD rates? Yeah, chlamydia.
In Melbourne, down south, they seem to have a bit of an issue.
They thought it was going to cool out a little bit because of COVID, but it kind of went the other way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're crazy. Well, I mean, when you're locked up, because Queensland, you had not only like a country, like not a ban, but like no travelers could come in, but between your states, nobody could go travel between states. Is that correct?
Yeah, for nearly 2 years we couldn't leave the state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Wow. So I wanted to end the show with something that we wanted to do new. It's called Chet and Diane's Sex Tip of the Show. And our sex tip for this show is something that we recently discovered that we found was really fun, is when you're giving your partner oral, if your partner can some way reach their hand down and grab your genitals and then start, like, so what I do is I will go down on Diane and then she will grab my penis and start stroking it, and determine, like, by the the motion or the frequency of how fast she strokes me is how fast I lick her vagina. We call it the remote control oral. So if she is just kind of gently grabbing it and just like gently touching it, then with my tongue I gently kind of touch her clit. If she's kind of just touching my head, then I just barely touch the very tip of her clitoris. If she's kind of going all over, then my tongue goes all over. And if she goes fast, then I start going fast. And if she goes slow, I go slow.
Yep, they're
pretty
self-explanatory.
Exactly. So I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's also a way to connect. There's a lot of times when you are going down on someone and they might take a little while to orgasm, and your mind starts to drift. You start thinking about other things, especially if you have a lot of sex, or if you're a very busy person, you have a lot of things going on. Your mind can kind of click out of it at a half second there. If you start doing this where you start paying attention to what your partner's doing, and you start connecting with them a whole lot more, and it is a lot more fun to do that. Also, for Diane, she can control, and so basically she's kind of like masturbating, but instead of masturbating, it's your partner's tongue. It's a lot of fun. You can, if you're two males, you can do this. If you're two females, you can do this. If you are a male getting a blowjob, if somehow you can reach around and touch your female partner's vagina and do that, you can do it like that. Highly recommend it. That is Chet and Diane's sex tip of the show. We are just about out of time. Heath and Gretchen, we do always enjoy your presence, and please listen to their show. They are very fantastic. Our favorite podcast, that's for sure. It's any last words that you guys want to say before we head out there?
Big thank you for having us on,
guys.
It's always
so good to see y'all. Diane looks beautiful. I didn't get to officially say yet.
Oh, well, you look great too. After having a baby, you got that new baby glow going on there.
Thank you.
Yeah, your skin looks amazing. I heard that's a thing after you have a baby. Yeah. So
thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Wells, for producing. Please stay sex positive out there and safe, sane, and consensual. Have a good night.